What is going on, guys? Welcome back to a brand new video on the Red Type Politics channel. Make sure to subscribe to the channel if you are new. And the news has officially broken. RFK has officially suspended his campaign yesterday and endorsed Donald Trump. I talked a little bit about this in my last video. If you guys have not watched it, go ahead and go watch it now so I can explain more. If you guys don't know. So I'm just going to be showing my updated 2024 presidential prediction off of the latest news that has broken. It does help Donald Trump more than it helps Kamala Harris, so you're probably going to see a little bit of a shift from a few of my last videos. So let's get started. I have updated a little bit of my templates. I removed one of the columns between safe and likely, just because I did think it was a little bit stupid to have, just because I wanted it to be very straightforward. I did the same thing Republican and Democrat. I also removed the third party because, of course, we don't have it anymore. RFK and Nicole Shanahan has officially suspended their campaign. Yes, they have not left the ballot in blue and red states, but they have left the ballot in all the 7 swing states. Alright, so let's get started. So we're going to start out with the safe states for both candidates, which, of course, are the normal ones in basically all of my videos. But yeah. One thing I will update is Florida, because of what I saw in the primary on the 20th, I did see a heavy turnout in Miami-Dade, which leads me to believe that Florida will be a safe state in November. There's not a lot of surprises here. For the Democrats, not much. Basically the same states as I've had before. So let's see where it stands with all the safe states. Trump at 179 electoral votes and Kamala Harris at 191. Let's get into the likely states, which is very simple. Texas, and that is it. For the Democrats, it is Minnesota, New Mexico, Virginia, and New Hampshire. And also Nebraska is second. So with those, of course, we have all the likely states. It goes to 219 for Trump and 224 for Kamala Harris. This is where it gets interesting. So with all these 7 swing states, which, of course, if you look at a lot of these polls that had around 7 to 6% for RFK, and all of these voters are mostly moderate voters who do not like both the candidates. But if they had a third mind towards their prediction or who they want to vote for, they have a different option. So they're, of course, going to go for the endorsed candidate by that option, which, of course, is Donald Trump. So you're going to see a lot of these shifts, which I'm going to get into now. For the lean states, for the Republican Party, which is North Carolina, Georgia, Pennsylvania, which you can see, that gets them to 270, and Arizona. So, right now, this is where it draws the line. I think Georgia is around a 2.7% victory for Trump. North Carolina, I have it around a 3.2. Arizona, I have it at a 1.2. Pennsylvania, I have it a 1% margin. The last few states, and you've probably seen men at large, I'll get into that first in a second. But yeah, for these last few states, these are going to be the states that are going to be the closest. I will get into the lean states, which will probably be men at large, which is going to be like a 2% win for Kamala Harris, which is now 281 to 226. Trump has officially won in my prediction right now where it stands. So for the tilt states, which this is the first time I've had Nevada as a tilt state in quite a while. Nevada, I do think that it's going to be like a 0.6, 0.7% win for Trump. Still, he wins it. He still flips it from 2020. I do think it becomes a little more narrow just because those moderate voters are more likely to vote Democrat than Republican. But I just need to get more data out of the state before I can make it firm. Then the last 2 states, which is 25 electoral votes, which is Michigan and Wisconsin. Wisconsin, I do believe that narrowly it is going to go to Trump by like 0.2. I do think that Tim Walz and his effect in Minnesota will affect a little things in that area that did vote predominantly Democrat in 2008 and 2012. That did flip for Donald Trump in 2016 and 2020. I do think that Tim Walz will help a little bit. Not enough to completely flip the state. Now Michigan. Michigan has always been that one state where I've probably overestimated a little bit the ability for Republican to win, I've always had Trump up by 1 to 2 points in Michigan. This is where it is going to be interesting. You're going to think, oh, Arizona's now lean. Or you probably think that Michigan's going to be more. I disagree. The thing with Michigan is that this data that has been coming out that has Kamala Harris ahead by an absurd margin, I disagree. I think it's a complete toss-up race. If I had to put it, I do think it's narrowly towards Kamala Harris. Not by much. It is like a 0.00% win. It's going to be like Florida in 2000. Really, right now, just with data, I will give it to Kamala Harris. I will 100% agree with somebody who says that this race can go to Donald Trump. It can go to either candidate. Right now, this is my toss-up state. This is a state that I am firm on being a toss-up state. These states, yes, there is data to believe that these states are going to be where they are now. Michigan is a complete toss-up because it usually underestimates Donald Trump. But now I do think it will slightly overestimate him. But you're going to see probably a surprise come in October when North Carolina starts their early voting, which is in around 13 days or so. You're going to see probably a very large upset because you're seeing a lot of these Republicans have a larger get-out-the-vote operation. It is going to be very interesting come November. You're going to see a lot of these states like Michigan, like Wisconsin, like Nevada, be closer than you expected in these polls. For the sake of the video, I will give the state to Kamala Harris. It can go to Trump, though. It can. I can believe data that it goes either way. That's what I'll put it as. This is my updated map for my late August, possibly early September map. I will update it depending on more data that comes in, because I do believe with the endorsement from RFK to Donald Trump, that is going to change a lot of things. That's why I do have Arizona going more towards Trump than I do Michigan. But yeah, that is the video. Trump is at 297 electoral votes. Kamala Harris at 241. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you have not already, please like and subscribe if you guys are new and you guys do like the content that you guys are seeing. Thank you guys so much for 100 subscribers. I can't believe that we hit it that quick. We are now onwards to 200. And I do want to also congratulate Star, the guy I was racing to 100. He did narrowly go below me. I did get an audit from YouTube subscribers just because I didn't hit it really fast, which I thank you guys for that. But yeah, congratulations, Star, for hitting 100 as well. But yeah, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys later. Goodbye.